couple of decades, the increase in obesity in the United States has been dramatic. With so many people on the go and working around busy schedules, things have seemingly gotten out of hand. However, an addiction to junk food can almost be as dangerous as cigarette smoking, alcoholism, and many other harmful habits. Today, I aim to convince you to take a step back and choose a healthier lifestyle. I will reveal the many benefits of eating better and working out. According to the CDC, 1/3 of adults and 17% of children ages 2 to 19 are obese in the United States. It is a common misconception that being overweight or obese are just appearance issues. Being overweight can lead to a series of diseases such as blount disease, hip problems, arthritis, asthma, sleep apnea, diabetes, and many others. Blount disease is a bone deformity of the lower legs. When the legs have to carry so much excess weight, they can become overwhelmed and disfigured. The same circumstance can lead to hip problems, which oftentimes lead to surgery. Asthma is a breathing issue that can keep overweight people from playing sports, keeping up with friends, or even walking at a moderate pace. Sleep apnea, which is also a breathing issue, can cause the overweight person to not get an adequate amount of rest. Diabetes is one of the most serious issues of being overweight. The body cannot produce enough glucose because the person has excess fat, and glucose is the most form of energy in the body. It can cause the person to become tired, and serious circumstances can lead to amputations, a lot of other problems. As you can see, being overweight is not a healthy way to live. The good news is you can take a step back at any point and reevaluate your life and choose to eat healthier and work out. Being overweight or obese does not only result in physical health problems, it can also result in mental and emotional problems. Especially in teenagers and young adults, it is human nature to care about what other people think about you. Overweight individuals tend to think that they don't quite fit in with everyone else, tend to think that people are judging them based off of their appearance, and that they are unlikable. Regardless of how true or untrue these things are, it is real to the person experiencing these feelings. In a way, they develop a sense of paranoia against society. To make matters worse, children and teenagers can be targeted by bullying, be it physical, emotional, or cyber. At one point or another, I'm sure that we've all heard someone else being called fat. This, in itself, and combined with the person's own visions of themselves, can lead to depression and anxiety, social isolation, eating disorders, and in extreme cases, suicidal thoughts. As a side note, being underweight can cause the same issues. Getting into shape isn't always about wanting to look beautiful or being well-liked, but it can help you develop a sense of confidence by accomplishing such a tough task. It might be hard to get into shape, but it is just as hard to stay overweight. You just have to choose which hard route you want to take. The first step to getting into shape is to calculate your body mass index, or BMI, since each individual is different. If you are in fact overweight, it is important not to set unrealistic goals. I have personally heard many people say, I'm going to stop eating junk food, or I'm going to stop going to fast food restaurants. Although this might work for certain individuals, I found that it does not work for me. Instead, you should eat whatever you want, but in moderation. For example, instead of ordering a full menu item at a fast food restaurant, you could just order the entree. Another way to make it easier to eat in moderation is to count calories. There are many applications and websites that can provide you with the necessary information to do this. A good thing to keep in mind is that a caloric deficit of 3,500 calories leads to the loss of 1 pound. It won't or shouldn't happen in one day, but in time you will see results. Research shows that counting calories can significantly increase weight loss. With tools and a good plan to help you, there's really no reason to not start getting into shape. Just keep in mind, nothing tastes as good as being healthy feels. Solely eating well, however, will take you much longer to lose weight than eating well and working out would. I've personally struggled with this because some days the couch looks much more inviting than the gym. But if you have the strength to pull yourself up and go work out, you'll feel much better afterwards, physically and emotionally. There are two different forms of working out, aerobic and anaerobic. Aerobic exercises are cardiovascular exercises which consist of running, jogging, or swimming. Anaerobic exercises consist of weightlifting. Another good thing to incorporate into your schedule is yoga. Yoga can calm you down and relieve stress, which will make your weight loss goals more realistic. Being active for an hour 3 times a week can greatly improve your health and your weight loss goals. Remember, the goal should always be to look fit, not to look skinny. In this case, being fit is much more healthy than being that skinny. I'm not going to say that losing weight and becoming healthier is easy, because it isn't. It is a long, tedious task, and it might take weeks to physically see results. But becoming healthy will increase cancer and diabetes prevention, cardiovascular health, energy, and mobility. It can also do numbers on your emotional and mental well-being by increasing the quality of life, general mood, and self-confidence. Now that I have told you about the importance of eating well and staying in shape, I hope you realize that there can be numerous benefits both physically and mentally. Though it can be a tedious process, each day will be easier than the last. The outcome will be well worth it when you can look at yourself and say, I did it.